I'm Jo Nolan. I'm Managing Director of Screen South, and we're based here in Folkestone, but we work regionally and nationally, and when we can, internationally. Um, we are a creative development agency. We work across arts, screen, audio, immersive, heritage, and film. We're kind of platform agnostic. People got a good idea. We like to work with them to find the right way for the project and ideas to play out. So we're very lucky to have a small green room studio here and kit and equipment and brilliant people and experts that creatives can come to for advice and guidance. Of course, those creatives are also brilliant people, so we see this as a space to collaborate and get new ideas out to new audiences. We run a programme called Lab and Showcase, and from that we look to develop showcase artists who we can get behind to get their projects out to audiences, work with galleries or work with distributors or work with funders to try and find an opportunity for them to get to the next step following a lab or following a period of development with them that we've done in-house. So over last summer, we ran a programme called Immersive Storytelling with Sasha Wares from the National Theatre, who's an associate there, but she's a fantastic immersive storyteller developer. So we're very lucky to work with her in one of our labs. And Kath Hoffman joined that lab and was exploring the idea of what does XR, what does immersive mean to her as an artist. She's very much live performance, sound artist, and looking for a way to kind of visualise her work, but she wasn't quite sure what it would look like, and perhaps that kind of immersive XR opportunity could work for her next project, or bring in work that she's already done and sort of transpose it into that XR world. So that was a really interesting process, both for her and us, working with about 10 other people in this lab to take risks and to no holes barred in terms of where that story might go and how she might explore its manifestation in some way. Would it be in a games engine? Would it be a sort of hybrid performance? Would it be, something that would actually just go to screen, or would it be audio? We were happy either way, whatever was going to work for her project. There was a point where she was really struggling, along with everybody else, I have to say, that's part of the process, but there was a point where she was really struggling and couldn't figure out why, what was she doing here? And she let it go for just a little bit. And what I found really interesting was when she came back, she had absolute clarity about what it was. She knew what it needed to be. She knew who she needed to collaborate with. Couldn't explain it in 2 words, but was on the path of driving forward what she had in her mind, and it was going to come together no matter what. So we worked with her because she needed technical expertise and she needed more support and guidance than perhaps she realised at times. She had brilliant collaborators around her in terms of Studio Radar and Bean and the UCA gallery, Herbert Reed, saying we'll try and work with you. So we came in to say what we can do is provide technical quality advice and guidance and some support there, and also to make sure that no matter what format she was going to play out in, whether it was audio, whether it was VR, whether it was games, that we would provide the technical expertise and equipment to help her do that. So we were trying to take out all the ifs and buts and make sure she had clarity to just be creative and understand the story she was trying to tell. And I have to say it was fantastic. I could not believe when I walked into that gallery, I just had a real wow moment, because she just brought these worlds and her journey together with such creative visualization that everything fell into place. And this bedsit, motorway, inner turmoil world of chaos, at the same time clarity, was compelling. And I thought it was fantastic. I was so proud of her. That night at the exhibition opening, it was packed and it was buzzing. People got it. Everybody was saying, I've got to tell my friends, I've got to see this, they've got to come in and see this. parts of cars hanging out of ceilings, you know, walls with, you know, kind of coming at your images, and then these fantastic VR experiences in comfortable, immersive environments like, you know, lovely comfortable couches and armchairs, or, you know, where you suddenly were motivated into or pushed into the motorway sound or the world. The sound was fantastic. The visualization of her story in the bedsit and on the roadside was just really engaging. And I was very proud of her because she really pushed through the struggle, held onto her vision, and achieved something magical with lots of layers, very complex. So I'm very, very pleased to see that she is now thinking about, you know, a tour of that work. We've introduced her to different curators, and particular curators advised her and Beanie about ways they might look at national and international opportunities. And I really hope that this work will be seen by many more people, because it is compelling and it's enjoyable because she looks after the detail. To walk into a gallery and be able to get tea and toast and a cup of tea and be taken on a really interesting journey where she's sharing quite visceral moments, but in a really engaging, I want to know more way, is excellent. So I hope that those of you who are watching this will pick it up and take her to your galleries, because it's worth it. She's fantastic, very, very engaging artist. And for those of you who are thinking, well, why can't I do that? I really urge you to get in contact with us here at Screen South if you have ideas that you're not quite sure where they can go and you're struggling, or you're not quite in touch with maybe the right technical or creative advisors. Please get in touch, because we'd love to work with you too.